Abusuya, I am miracles Aboagye. You didn't want to be Abrem, but the aftermath of miracle Aboagye ne arrest no. Abusuya nsɛm bebree nso ɛna epie efiri hɔ ɛde ba. Ɛyɛ Black Rasta aba be make submissions bi and the submissions na aba be make no. Abusuya ɛyɛ miracles Aboagye a yeyi no ye release na ɔba abɔnten a wɔka sɛ ɔno ɛyɛ interrogations a na ɛkɔ so. Ɛyɛ 55 million Ghana cedis a EOCO for ɛde to ne so sɛ ɔno allegedly waluti da sika no ɔno deɛ ɛnyɛ saa sika no yɛbisa no abusua ɛnɛ miracles Aboagye wa surrender deɛ ɛkɔ so nyinaa wa surrender ɛɛpa EOCO fo akyɛw sɛ ɛkyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ allegations a ɔmode ato ne so nyinaa no ɔsrɛ ɔmo because the way nneɛma si bi kɔ no deɛ ɔmpɛ sɛ case no ɛbɛkɔ akɔduru court anaasɛ biribi saa nti no ɔsrɛ EOCO mpanyinfoɔ sɛ 55 million Ghana cedis a ɛkyɛ sɛ ɔmode ato ne so no ɔno ankasa obehu deɛ ɔbɛyɛ no Black Rasta ɛde ho nsɛm aba abɛto dwa yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛma kɔ na makɔ akɔtie nsɛm a ɛkɔɔ so na yɛba yɛde de aka ato am so miracles Aboagye woyɛ obi a ɛnka yɛ release wa a ɔba abɔnten no ka wobɛka wa no tum. But right now no wasan so esusu eja edigu mafe na opa acho abusua yenkonko tie na answer na ebekọ Ghana ha say open computer papa and a laptop papa na we use Aboagye periodic computers and accessories say ho na obenya laptop papa na we use in location enye your akwan o Kumasi Chrome Estate Eli pick number na egu ye screen ase na efre periodic computers ade ba akwa ede wo mni say so ukra low budget and as a high budget obema high quality laptop na we use the mbonra yensem ye ba.
Watch this. How miracles Aboagye begged EOCO for mercy during interrogation. Wow. Miracles Aboagye was the boss of some interministerial whatever for decentralization. And whilst he was in power, he was also a communications officer of his party. And he worked directly under Dr. Bawumia at a point as his chief communicator. He was born in 1985. He went to school at Swedru. My brother, my sister, this is Miracles Aboagye. Miracles Aboagye, after they left power, a new boss was sent to the so-called interministerial blah for decentralization. And when he opened the books, he saw a lot of discrepancies. There was a forensic audit of the accounts, and they realized that so much money had gone missing. EOCO was petitioned to look into this. And when we talk about EOCO, we're talking about the Economic and Organized Crime Office. And is headed by that blue suit wearing dude, Capo di Tutti Capi, Capo Raymond Archer. He's made Ghana so proud. This is a guy who is making Ghana work again. And I'm so proud of him. When was the last time investigations in Ghana went to this level? When was the last time investigations in Ghana went this swiftly without us hearing of some kickbacks and pushbacks and push fronts? This is a guy who does not need your kickback. This is a guy who will not compromise quality. He will not compromise patriotism and integrity. This is Caporal. Oh yes, of the EOCO. That outfit was almost a white elephant until he came in and made it a roaring lion that has been roaring, catching game every now and then. My brother, my sister, when you go to EOCO, there is this big emblem on the floor, and you are warned before you even approach it never to step on it. My brother, my sister, it just tells you that be careful where you are. Don't step where you are not supposed to step, or else, hey, the full rigors of the law will come banging on your spine. Hi! Now, Miracles Aboagye, after EOCO investigated this, decided to invite him over during the investigation. And he went there, always humble, like you see him in this photo, talking soft. My brother, my sister. And then when EOCO was sure that this guy had truly stolen some money to the tune of 55 million Ghana cedis, an equivalent of over 5 million American dollars. My brother, my sister, EOCO decided to put him on the stop list. And that means you can't fly out of the country. Unfortunately, before EOCO got to the immigration authorities, he had already flown outside the country. Many people also said that he had bypassed whatever it was that he shouldn't have. Kwesi Pratt Jr. has said that at least he should have told EOCO, I know I am under investigation, but I want to travel and come back quickly. That is integrity. But no, he flew out of the country. Whatever it was that he went to do, he returned by what time the stop order was already activated and he was picked up at the airport. Long story cut short, EOCO got hold of him again and decided to interrogate him. Two things were supposed to be done. He was supposed to be taken outside to identify some buildings that EOCO had already seen and felt after investigations that they belonged to him. My brother, my sister, and right after that, he would be granted bail after a few other questions slapped at him. On the first day, it was very successful. He was taken outside Accra to a house, a mansion that was said to be in his name at Latte. My brother, my sister, this is the mansion. Sitting right there inside Latte. This is it. It's a mansion. It's a whole mansion. And when I say mansion, it is bigger than the Abutrika mansion. This is the mansion of Dennis Miracles Aboagye, allegedly. And these are videos of the mansion right there inside Latte. He was led by EOCO officials. He was wearing a white t-shirt. While they walked right there to the mansion, he took them from room to room with his hands clasped at his back to show humility, the humility that he had always shown. My brother, my sister, videos have shown that clearly. Dennis Miracles Aboagye, courtesy 1957. He arrived in the evening. My brother, my sister, of Monday, there he is, right there in his house. Many were those who were singing. Others were just making noise. And that's Miracles. My brother, my sister, right there inside the car, getting ready to move out of the offices of EOCO, to go into the latter area there to check and find exactly what it was that EOCO was looking for. This is Dennis Miracles Aboagye. My brother, my sister, the offices of EOCO, people were there to demonstrate, but that did not stop EOCO from doing its work. They went to the mansion and they found whatever they found. I'm so much in a hurry to tell you whatever it is. But again, I don't have the permission for now. So we'll hold it down. Now, another house at Adringano, a 2-plot of land, yes, 2 plots of land, which are supposed to have 2 buildings each. The work is almost done. and is also allegedly in the name of Dennis Miracles Aboagye. And this house, we are told, is just behind the house of former President Jerry John Rawlings, right there inside Adringano. We are also told there are other houses in his name and some other things in his name. Did he truly steal 55 million Ghana cedis? Money laundered? Did he breach protocol and procurement? What really did this gentleman here do? My brother, my sister, this is Dennis Miracles Aboagye. A lot of people came out to demonstrate. We saw the streets packed with people. Some of them, as you were told yesterday in our broadcast, were actually paid, better still bribed, to appear there. And they themselves said that on camera. They were only there to get the money so they could go and eat banku. Some were so high, you could tell that they were under the influence. My brother, my sister, at the end of the day, they stayed on the streets here for 2 days, chanting, free miracles, unbeknownst to them. And this is where the news is. Come here. Unbeknownst to them, Miracles Aboagye was in there, actually pleading with EOCO to be calm on him and to help him out of the trouble. Can I repeat that? Miracles Aboagye allegedly was up in the offices of EOCO, begging EOCO, thereby accepting some of the wrongs that he had allegedly done and asking EOCO for mercy. Almost like saying, I know that I've made a mistake, but please temper justice with mercy. Please, I made a mistake. I'm a young man, 1985 born. He has all these things. And the good thing is that EOCO was so gentle on him because he himself behaved so well. Miracles, let's go here. He got up and went there. Miracles, we realized that you had A, B, C, D here. Yes, it is true. I have that. How did you get that? Oh, this way. Oh, beautiful. Can you go and show us the place? Oh, yes, anytime. Anytime. My brother, my sister, he didn't argue. He didn't fight. He was so humble. But when he got out on bail, that was where the animal in him came to life again. My brother, my sister, the moment he got bail, now he's been granting interviews and saying that EOCO, or better still, the government machinery, is trying to scare him. Better still, in his own words, intimidate him. But they have failed flat. Yet, whilst he was in the EOCO building, he was begging. And I believe there are footages that can attest to some of these things that we are saying. In one step, he is begging authorities. Oh, I've made a mistake, forgive me. His own accountant, Gerald Appiah, has already started paying the looted valuables. He has started paying back the loot. And Miracles is sitting down there watching how his accountant is paying back the loot. And his accountant allegedly agreeing to the fact that they teamed up together to rob the state. Now, there is no office in Ghana where a boss can steal without the accountant, especially if it has to do with money. And this is the case. It's like the fish and the crocodile. When the fish comes out to tell you the crocodile sleeps snoring heavily underwater, you dare not refuse this evidence. His own accountant has already told EOCO that he's culpable. He has taken this, he has taken that, he has taken that, and he's returning everything. He has started paying back and has attested to a lot of things he and his boss have done behind the back of Ghana. Miracles, having heard all these things, started to plead. But coming out to see supporters, free miracles, free miracles, free miracles, it gives them some new energy to start fighting back. Will the fight against corruption in Ghana make any headway? When each time alleged corrupt people, thieves, are picked up, party supporters go out there, paid to come and make noise, rather than encouraging authorities to go deeper and find out where the problem is. Does the NPP deserve to come back in office? Now that these crooks are there threatening that when they come back to power, they will make sure that appointees like Raymond Archer and all those people who are giving Ghana, in fact, they reason to be happy again. They are saying that when they return to power, they will deal with all these people. For them, power is for retribution. It's not to develop the nation and help the nation. Power is wakamia mekaubi. Power is for retribution. Power is for retaliation. They don't deserve to have power. But to miracles, bring him here. Dennis Miracles Aboagye, born in 1985. Very good communicator for his party. I honestly love this guy. Never met him, but when I ever meet him, my brother, my sister, I will shake his hand and say, you know what? Accept your faults. You still have a lot of life ahead of you. One fall is not enough to make you give up. Don't look at supporters and play the buffoonery. Now, there was somebody who was the chief communicator for the party. In Kumasi, they simply call him the British lawyer. He is called Addo. This man here. He was the chief communications officer of the party, the NPP. He has something scathing to say about Dennis Miracles Aboagye. He himself is a member of the NPP. And this is what he has to say against Dennis Miracles Aboagye. Remember, he was a communications officer, the chief director of communication of his party, the NPP. He spoke with Kwame Nkrumah Tekesie on OK FM, right here in Accra. And he spoke in Twi. Hey, be warned. He spoke strong language. Watch this.
Campaign manager EOCO Jiska Kwame Abrantiano Onimuntroni Miana me call Addo was a minia. Any partner ya menu omu yejumano already no ye pia omuka wa branti na wonu oye juma local government ye pia oka contract so free World Bank buy ya wo de ma DCs one now that so enu mpo me kote ye no opa prefer DCs ni bi so bi se common sakaya enti wanyi ni se nya me na me me say no eye usuban okay so be send na me na gene from kakra. It's not about what somebody will say. It's about your own character. In the image of the media, no, send the city. So I'm on time, Kwame send the city. I said, see you, I'm on time. Offering one fat. Oh, one will come. I'm on the family, Jimmy, Yadia, and young Brasiani from Bano was so instead of adopting a servant leadership attitude, no, of a master leadership attitude. And to him, he knew everything. Meanwhile, he was empty. There are many breno, and in your work from Sejay Kufo. The many brino, and the war from Bawumia. The many brino, and will be a one theatre Kufuado. No, no, Kwame, Manofa and 20. Sir, what's a mimic antro? In Chantro that, and so much. Make go alolo wa nam sminia eni pa mi ensa no ye kio mu kadada me me nyadwuma kwa me na board so eti alolo wo ya me den en wo so akasem eti bosumi bia me pa kakra na kwa me dia ma sa no wo ka
alolo no so na no obi agi sika free ana
o say
e say alolo wo nya ho no obi agi sika free
o kwa me ye wonu na ye in charge of finance.
Eti send your Dennis the only one so bo.
Oh, Kwame me ba. Enti me ntimi ba so bo no. Eye da na wa be ka kire me say, yes ye be ma 39 million. See ye ma wo ya mfa ma wo no. O ba bi o be ka kire me say ye de ma ye. Ye o
de ma ye no. O say ye be ma ye 39 million en che say ye de be ma wo no miracle.
Oh, Kwame me nyi what nyi o. Na wo pro mo ja dodo a ye frem. O be tie no, ye se bia o won kransa. Obe friend once upon a time. Now obi odi na kira fa se oyo ha. Anya me na meka o. Anya me na meka. Meka sem dia tumi ya no so menya mfaso be. Especially say ono say oye Bawumia e no kan se me na me tre. Me ya Bawumia nti ne ka me. Ono oye Bawumia che me. Na ya koye se party no mu no. Se na Kufuado ba yen konfo bi dia baka bo e kana fo e bi no. Eye ya na ye say papa no. Sa na bi no pese. And it's one of them. We are Bawumia Buadie, Bawumia per inclusiveness, Bawumia per nuclear, Bawumia per media. Even among sex nucleano, the whole Francophobia we saw my Fabranti and one song becker. Mr. That's a need test me now. One more with test no. One more with test no. Who phone so?
I what test me on mammy way.
What are kind of here? Come kind of class.
Mammy.
What to say?
Who test it?
Obi the depending pound send the money. All catch a year with the kind Kwame.
Me ba mammy way test this year. 1 2 3.
Wa he bra wo bre. Eh this year kwan mo wie.
Ba jo jira so e. O say we na me kan.
And I'm kind.
Bro, good morning. I hope you are doing well. Please don't respond to that boy. We know you have a lot to say, but for the sake of the party, kindly ignore him. The party respects you for your maturity. Don't dignify him with any response to revive his dead political career.
Kwame me so pen ye wi a. Wo de me nia no, na tro na me di ni dia ma.
He said he had a lot of things to say about Dennis Miracles Aboagye, how corrupt he was, how thieving he was. But members of the party were admonishing him to stay away from glorifying Dennis Miracles Aboagye, lest he would revive his dead political career. Wow. Now, Dennis Miracles Aboagye is looking forward to becoming the director of communications, correct? Of the party. That was an office this gentleman held up till the time he relinquished it. And this was what he had to say about Dennis Miracles Aboagye. This is about a year ago when he granted this interview. Today we tried to get in contact with him to find out if he has some more information. We will get in contact with him. And wherever he is, now that the cat is in the bag, he wouldn't need to frighten it anymore. It's just time to sharpen the knife and get it ready for the slaughtering. Oh! It's the black pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. And to Dennis Miracles Aboagye. One more time. Be a man. If you are wrong, you are wrong. Don't look at supporters and play foolhardy. Come straight. Take it up. What kind of work did he do to the point that he allegedly owned all these properties and even more? when we finally bring you the list of properties that he owns, both in this country and probably outside the nation, you will realize that this latter mansion is just a tip of the iceberg. It's the black pot.
So abusua we ne ensema ekoso our political highway so miracles Aboagye na HSC eguso ede ne ho nsem bebre ede mama enye asem keto akra ye bedam ase some jepe ne kokoti sa ensem we ede mai aha gossip politics TV so